Hi, and welcome to We're Playing Games. Today we're going to be talking about Imperial Harvest. It is a strategy game where basically you are taking three characters with different traits and choosing which ones you're going to play and maneuvering them around a board where you go to pick up strawberries and collect points. You have to battle other characters, manage difficult terrain, and avoid Killer Hydra. Basically, you get three different character cards. Three different character cards that have different abilities that you can use at any time. You pick two out of those three character cards to decide which one of your little pieces you're going to move around. Your pieces have arrows on them that show you which direction that particular character is facing. Basically, the person with the most points at the end of the game wins.
So what I really liked about Imperial Harvest is how simple it is and how easy it is to get somebody new into the game. I'm a gamer. I've been in the hobby for a little while now. I'm really into exploring the different genres and the different mechanisms, but my wife is not necessarily someone who shares that enthusiasm, but she does like to play games. Thing about it is, I've got to be able to get a game to the table, teach it to her pretty quick, pretty easy, and straightforward, and most of the time she'll enjoy it because it's a game that she can just go ahead and jump in, play, have fun, and doesn't have to put a whole lot of thought into. She's a brilliant woman, but she's just not a gamer. And I know a lot of the significant others and friends out there share that aspect. And some of the gamers try to get people in, whether it's your wife, your husband, your brother, your sister, just some friends. They're not as enthusiastic as you are, and it's kind of hard to sell them on some games. Imperial Harvest is a game that you're not going to have that problem with because it's pretty simple. It's very straightforward. Its primary mechanism is pick up and deliver. So you go out, you grab the strawberries, you come back. You've got three characters that you need to keep track of. It's not a whole lot. Each character has two sides to the card, so you can either play with a slightly more advanced version of the character or a basic version of the character. The difference between that is do you have one special ability or two special abilities. All characters have a strawberry ability, as it's called. If you're carrying a strawberry, you've got something else that you can do. If you're not carrying a strawberry, you can't use that ability. It's pretty simple. The game is modular, so you can rebuild different sort of combinations. You can have the moat in one area, one time you play in a different area. The only caveat being that you need to make sure that the faction camps are pretty well distributed across the board. That way one side doesn't have an advantage over the other. If you're able to do that, then the game runs pretty smooth. I would have to say that while this isn't a game that has a lot of weight to it, a lot of meat on its bones, it's quick, it's fun. I kind of feel like I'm playing a capture the flag sort of thing at the table, and I like that because it makes me think of going out and playing paintball, capture the flag as a Boy Scout, something like that, and I get to do it from the comfort of my own home. So if you're trying to just end a night on a good note, a little bit of fun, or if it's inclement weather outside, or you just feel like playing a board game, this is a great way to do it. The components are fantastic. The art is very well suited to the game. When I first took a look at the box, I wasn't really sure what I was going to like or dislike about it. The art kind of made me question, but the fact of the matter is, it fits. It's thematic. It gives that feeling of you're going into sort of a fantasy land sort of thing. And that's what this game is. It's set in the world of Royal Strawberries. You're using characters from Royal Strawberries, and it's all about this mystical, magical garden where you're going and getting the fruit that the royals love. That's it. That's all the game is. The fact that I was able to sit down and play with my wife, she was able to pick it up, and better yet, she was able to go ahead and give the synopsis at the beginning of this video that tells you that this is a game that anybody can jump in and enjoy. It doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot of experience, a lot of thought or time. And ultimately, as someone who plays a lot of games, I still enjoyed it because I could put as much strategy into it as I wanted. She didn't have to. So if you're looking for a game that kind of bridges the gap, you might consider Imperial Harvest. The designers are spot on, very talented, the art works, the components are fantastic. I think you should give it a try. Go ahead and check it out. If you're looking for a more in-depth walkthrough of how to play the game instead of just a quick, dirty review like we do, I'll go ahead and include some recommendations at the end of this video. But really, you're not going to need a whole lot. It's very, very straightforward. The rule book covers everything you need to know, and any questions you might have, you can kind of figure out through playing. It's very intuitive. So I would have to say Imperial Harvest gets a thumbs up from me. Go ahead and put that check mark on your list and check out the game.
What I really liked about the game was it has some beautiful artwork. I really enjoyed the actual game itself, the mechanical pieces of it. It has an interchangeable board that you can, that is made out of cardboard, that you can rearrange the pieces to sort of make your own game design to a degree. And it also has a fabric board that is very portable and easy to deal with, and also very pretty. Let's see. Basically, the gameplay is pretty easy. The steps are pretty simple. You choose your characters, you move your pieces, you collect your strawberries, and you do battle if necessary. The special abilities are pretty straightforward, pretty easy to understand. Not a whole lot of trying to figure out what the wording means on the cards, and the symbols are very easy to distinguish from each other. So,
Is it a long or a short game?
it's a fairly short game. It's only 7 rounds, I believe,
Per team.
per team, so it's sort of self-controlled for how long it goes. You know, plus you only have a certain number of strawberries, and once those strawberries are gone, then they're gone off the board. It doesn't just keep going.
What kind of game would you say this is?
Um,
If you had to put it into a genre.
Point collection, I guess. I don't know, because I don't know really a lot of game genres.
That's fine. So if somebody was recommending this to their spouse who's not really a gamer, what would you tell them?
One, that the number of turns dictates how long the game is going to go, so that way it doesn't just drag on forever and ever. 2, basically you collect the strawberries to get your points. Pretty straightforward win condition right there. And 3, the actual game components are pretty simple. Not a whole lot of stuff on the board to distract you. There's not like 12 piles of cards or 16 different things that you get to choose from. It's, you know, straightforward to the point. Definitely for people who either don't have a lot of time for a game or aren't really interested in super complicated, high strategy, sit there and think about it for 20 minutes kind of games.
So, from your perspective, is it thumbs up or thumbs down on Imperial Harvest?
I'd say thumbs up.